Hey YouTube, this is DBG33K, and today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the brand new 3DS Pokémon 20th Anniversary Bundle. This just came out today, February 27th, 2016. This is the new 3DS, and it comes bundled with both the original Pokémon Red version as well as Pokémon Blue version. Those come pre-installed. They're now available for everyone on the eShop for all the 3DS models, and they come pre-installed on this. The other cool thing is this also comes with changeable cover plates. For those of you who didn't know, the standard size of the new 3DS have removable faceplates on the top and bottom, on the back of the top screen and the back of the bottom half of the handheld. So this comes with two sets of removable faceplates. One of them, as shown here, is Charizard, and the other, I believe, will be Blastoise right there. So first we're going to take a look at the packaging. Here we have, it's a fairly small package. Looking at the sides, 3DS, side. Celebrating 20 years of Pokemon. Hard to believe it's been 20 years. Anyways, there you go. And all the fun cautionary information's on the bottom. And the top, very simple, very sweet. Then here is the back. There's an image of the new 3DS opened up. I love the fact that the A, B, X, and Y buttons, I don't know if you can really see it, the A, B, X, and Y buttons are blue, red, green, and yellow. And that, to me, at least personally, that harkens back to a Super Nintendo controller that we had at my grandparents' house. And that's really cool. That's something I was kind of bummed about with the new 3DS XLs, is that it's like, those are black buttons with just the letter being those colors, whereas I kind of like it pops out and it's just a lot more fun on this model. But yeah, so do a quick close-up of the back. Alright, now let's jump right in. Looks like it's going to be pretty easy to open up. Nothing's taped closed or anything, so open that up. Right. Take out some of these things first. So it looks like it's going to come with AR cards like 3DSs always have. AR cards, and then this looks like it's the download code for the game, so I'm not going to show you those. And as well as the general manual stuff for the 3DS. And then we'll take a look at the cover plates. Here is Blastoise cover, the top cover plate, and the bottom cover plate for Blastoise. Then pull out top cover plate for Charizard, and I guess the bottom cover plate is already pre-installed on the 3DS. So let's pull her out. Yep, it's already pre-installed. That's pretty cool. And here's the front without any kind of a cover plate. See if you can see that there's some writing there. Very cool. Let's see if we can go ahead and install that cover plate. At least for the front, it's fairly easy, I believe, to snap on. It's just kind of put it in place and you snap it in there. Yep. Oh. Oop, 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 oop. Ah. Technical difficulties. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So on the covers, there are two notches you can see right here and right here. And I had one of them put in and then the other one wasn't quite in, so it was kind of scary, didn't want to break it. But now we can take a closer look at installing that. Make sure both of the pieces are in, and then it just snaps in at the top. Just like that. And then opened up, it looks like so. Pretty cool. I'm glad that they have it oriented this way. If I remember correctly, the Pikachu one didn't make sense. The Pikachu 3DS XL, not the new ones, but the regular 3DS XL. There's a Pikachu edition of it, and it looked right to you if you were looking at it from this angle, but if you opened it up, Pikachu's head was like upside down. So if you were playing it, then it would look really, really kind of funky. So I'm glad they fixed that and oriented it this way. So even if it looks wrong when it's closed, I mean, when other people see you playing it, it's gonna look right. But yeah, so I guess we can take a look at the console itself. So there it is. You got the two cameras, 3DS cameras for taking 3D pictures. Got your battery Wi-Fi indicator right there, light right there. Then we have the L and R, as well as the ZL or ZL and ZR buttons. And again, those are new for the new 3DS models, having the additional inputs at the top. At this point, I don't think there are many games that make use of that, but that's the way it is. It's there. At the top, you have the charge port, which is the same connector as the previous 3DS models, and I believe even back to the DSi model. To note, if you didn't know this, any of the new 3DS models, the new 3DS, new 3DS XL, even the bundles that come bundled with other games, do not include an AC adapter. So you're not charging this thing unless you've had a DS before and still have the charger, or something that I've done, I've actually bought a USB charger. So it's this shape at one end, but the other end is a USB, so you can plug it into your computer to charge it that way, or I have an external battery or a portable battery that I plug in to be able to charge it, so I don't always have to have an AC adapter with me or an outlet nearby. But yeah, so then you've already seen the back a little bit. New for the new 3DS models, the game cartridge is actually in the bottom of the system, and then you have the headphone jack, got your stylus right there, and then that is a power button right at the bottom there. You'll find two small screws right here and right here. Undo those to be able to take off and change the cover plate, as well as have access to the micro SD card slot. So I believe in the older models, they had like a little opening right here for you to put the SD card. Well, now it's micro SD, and now it's behind the faceplate or the back cover plate. So we'll open her up and we'll take a look at the screens, or the inside of the console. The screens are bigger than the original 3DS. Obviously they're not bigger than the 3DS XL, but they are larger than the original standard 3DS, which is nice. I always liked the larger screens of the new the larger screens of the XLs, but I didn't really care for how big the unit itself was. And I always thought the original 3DS, while a nice size, had too small of screens, especially being in the age of smartphones that are 4 to 5+ inches, even bigger for those who like larger than that. So going to a teeny tiny screen on the original 3DS was not the most enjoyable experience. But anyways, so you see here we have the C-Stick is what they're calling it. It's basically a little nub that can act as a secondary analog stick. So this is the analog nub that's always been, in any of the 3DSs, but now there's also the C-Stick. And for those games that supported the Circle Pad Pro, this functions the same as that. So the game will search for a Circle Pad Pro, and it'll register that it is connected, despite there not actually being a Circle Pad Pro, and it'll basically do the same as if you were having that whole accessory. So yeah, that's kind of cool. The start and select are now down here, which I really like it a lot better. In the older 3DS models, they were like part of this really weird like button that was down here. Now the start and select are at the sides here, just like they've been with previous Nintendo handheld consoles. And then there's the home button, which is an actual button. Again, not just like a weird button beneath like, I don't know, a soft plastic like it used to be. Then you have your standard directional pad and analog nub, the same as before. Now up here we have the volume slider. that clicks when you have it turned all the way off. And then we have the 3DS, or the 3D slider, that also clicks when you have it all the way off. Up here you will find a self-facing camera, or a front-facing camera, and right beside it is actually pretty new. That is a new feature for the new 3DSs, and that is, I believe it's an infrared light that shines on you, and it basically checks out your position, the position of your head, in comparison to the console. That way, for when you have the 3D going, if you're a little bit off and not dead on, the 3D will still work. With the older models, if you weren't looking at it just perfectly, then the 3D would not come through, and you'd instead have this kind of weird effect where it was like you were looking at several different screens that were angled at different angles. So now that knows where your head is and where you're looking at it from, what angle you're looking at it from, and it adjusts the 3D in order to basically find you to give you that perfect 3D sweet spot. So that's a really sweet feature. There are a lot of games that when I had the original 3DS or 3DS XL, I just always kept the 3D turned off because it was cool every once in a while to turn it on and kind of check out, oh, that's cool, it looks pretty sweet. But it just wasn't very practical to use while you were playing because it's really hard to keep it exactly still, exactly at the right angle while still using all the buttons and, you know, trying to enjoy the gameplay experience. So the fact that they added in that feature is a just really terrific experience. So I think that about covers it. That was an unboxing of the new 3DS Pokemon 20th Anniversary Bundle. I believe it retails for right around $200, and again it comes with download codes for the Pokemon Red version as well as Pokemon Blue version. Also to note, Pokemon Yellow version is now available in addition to those games on the Nintendo eShop. This bundle does not come with Yellow, but needless to say, I will absolutely be getting the Yellow version on eShop. Alright, well, thanks for watching YouTube. We'll talk to you later.